You guys asked me to try Farlight 84 every single day, basically. So I tried it, and all I can say is it's one of a kind. I was able to drop a 24 kill gameplay, so while you watch the gameplay, I'll explain how the game works and what are the things I liked and what are the things that can be changed to improve this game. The first thing I liked about this game is the jetpacks. There's already a skill gap based on how you're going to use your jetpack, and this game is really good for movement based and aggressive players. Next up, the vehicles. Those are really cool and futuristic. I really like them. I like the fact that you can drive and shoot the target at the same time. That's a nice touch. And of course, just like every modern game, right now you can choose a character and that character is going to have a special ability. I chose this character mainly for the movement, nothing else, alright? Don't get the wrong idea. And whatever this thing is called, the plane, that is also cool. And I decided to land in Remnant's camp because I like to land in places with one big building. You can just drop there and loot. And I like the landing implementation too. You just go to a POI and you land immediately like this. Compared to other games, you are using parachute and stuff like that. That definitely has a plus point, but this one, it's good for aggressive plays, and you can always use your jetpack to run away, so it's fine. Moving around the maps and buildings feels so smooth and so good because of the jetpack. As I said, this game favors movements and aggressive players, so you can catch enemies off guard with your jetpacks. And since the time to kill is also decent, you're not going to die immediately if someone catches you off guard. You'll have time to react. You can use that time to use a jetpack and dodge those bullets or move to cover or reset the fight completely, and you can kill them. And that's a plus point as well. In this fight, you can see I'm spotting the enemy and he uses jetpack immediately and he's just gone. When people learn to use jetpacks and be accurate with their guns, this game is going to have such a good skill gap. The top players are going to be so good. And as I mentioned, all the characters are going to have their unique ability, and this character's ability is movements, I think. When I activated that ability, it boosted the recharge of the jetpack. You can see I'm moving around like this. And when I was trying to showcase this, I got caught off guard by a player or bot, I don't know. This is an example how you can use your jetpack. You can use your jetpack to move to covers, or you can even use that to push them and kill them. This game also has a title for the best squad in the lobby, and there's also a title for kill leader, I think. Here, this is the guy who had most kills, I think. When I killed him, it shows you are now the Reaper. Maybe that's the title for the kill leader position. And at this point, I noticed a car symbol. I was playing without audio, and when I jumped down, I was like, what the hell is happening? And we have this mecha. So this mecha has a minigun that charges. So the more you hold it down, the faster it shoots. Then it also overheats and stops shooting completely. Here you can see I'm trying to demonstrate that here. It starts off really slow, then the fire rate increases. Then after a certain point, it just overheats and stops shooting. So that's how this works. Using this mecha is really cool, but when you're using this, you're not able to use your jetpacks, so you're limiting yourself on the movement side, and the mecha's movement speed is also really slow, so I wouldn't suggest you to use this, but if you want, you can. This game also has red zones like PUBG, so don't stand on the red zone, you'll get airstriked. And I also noticed if you do a certain amount of damage with your weapons, your weapon levels up and it gets increased damage. This one also incentivizes the aggressive playstyle. The more fights you win, the better your gun gets. I didn't notice anything about the shields. Maybe it's only airdrops and your luck on ground loot. Speaking of airdrops, this game also has airdrops and it would look like this. You have to stand near the airdrop for some seconds and you'll open it. And in this airdrop, I got a red shield. I think that's the max. And I also got a mini grenade launcher or a rocket launcher. It just goes directly where you aim and shoot. and it deals so much damage. I really like this. You saw it now, it did 197 damage to that player, and that's basically enough to knock a player, and going to airdrops is so worth it. Going to airdrops in the final circles and getting this rocket launcher is going to be really handy because of the vehicles in the game. Here you can see a flamethrower car is coming right at me. If I had that rocket launcher, I would have used it. So definitely go to airdrops if you play this game. And that's the end of the good things in the game. And I'm not going to talk about bad things. I'm going to talk about the things they can improve. First of all, the marketing. The game is really good, but nobody knows this game exists because of the promotions and advertisements. Maybe it's money related on the publisher's side, but this game definitely needs better marketing. And the second one is the gunplay. The game is really good overall, but what holds it back is the gunplay. The game is really on high standards. The gunplay feels really, a low quality mobile game. That's how I feel. And I think maps could be a little smaller. Maybe this is my first game, maybe I played against bots, that's why I feel like that. But if maps are a little smaller, we'll have actions throughout the game. So that's what I think. And enjoy the gameplay. I'm going to leave this part and come back at the end so I can give my final thoughts.
Open fire! Reloading! I'm coming! Time to fly! Enemy machine. Killing machine. Aced. Machine. Open fire! Survival killing machine. Time to fly! Open fire! Killing machine. Reload coming up. Killing machine. Killing machine. I never miss. I'm hit. Dang it. Reloading. Killing machine. I never killing machine. Enemy killing machine. Maggie's getting attacked! Direct hit! One enemy killing machine.
And that's the end of the video. And if this game was popular, I would be making content on this. So hopefully it reaches that popularity. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is my Farlight 84 gameplay review, whatever you call it. Leave a like.